What's up, YouTube? I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna get started. Top 10 rap albums of the 1990s. Number 10, Death Certificate. Everybody knows Ice Cube was a bad man on the mic, but this album was so much more angrier and more aggressive than its predecessor, America's Most Wanted. And it also included one of the best diss tracks of all time. Number 9, Doggy Style. This album is really easy to listen to from start to end because of how many great songs and outstanding beats. And also Snoop flows like he always does, better than anyone else. Number 8, The Infamous. Havoc and Prodigy straight up destroyed this album. They attacked the mic with hard rhymes and released one of the best songs of all time, Shook Ones Part 2.
I got you stuck off the realness. We be the infamous, you heard of us. Official Queensbridge murderers.
But there were other tracks on this album that are lyrically great as well, like Eye for an Eye and Survival of the Fittest. Number 7, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill is one of the most underrated MCs of all time. Whenever she raps, she does it effortlessly and with so much passion. And this album is no exception. Number 6, Low End Theory. Midnight Marauders was such a good album, but I had to put this one on the list instead. Its jazzy style was the main appeal of this album, with classic tracks and beats that flow so great. Tribe Called Quest does it the best. Number 5, All Eyes on Me. Many have called Tupac one of the most inspirational rappers of all time, and albums like this are why. He was able to leave an impact on the rap genre like no other. This album is stacked with all-time classics and was a definitive 90s rap album. Number 4, Ready to Die. The king of rap, Biggie, released an all-time classic when he released this album. Most people only seem to remember Juicy and Big Papa, but this album also includes Who Shot Ya, The What, Unbelievable, and many other head-bumping tracks that you can listen to for hours and hours on end. Number 3, The Chronic. This album perfectly encapsulates the California feel. With smooth beats and good flows from Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, Nothing But a G Thing, Let Me Ride. This album also had the Eazy-E diss track on it.
Don't even respect your ass. That's why it's time for the doctor to check your ass.
People call Dr. Dre primarily a producer, but this album is at the top of its class in terms of hip-hop. Number 2, 36 Chambers. Every Wu-Tang member stands out on this album, and they put their own flair on it. They had a very in-your-face style, which is both dark and comedic at the same time. One song in particular that stands out is Method Man.
I fucking sew your asshole clothes and keep feeding you and feeding you and feeding you and feeding you.
But yeah, any album, including Cream, has to be close to the top of the list. Number 1, Illmatic.
Hard to tell. I excel, then prevail. The mic is contacted, I attract clientele.
Some call it the greatest hip-hop album of all time, and it's hard to disagree. So many memorable tracks on this album, from the uplifting The World Is Yours.
Whose world is this?
The world is yours. The world is yours.
It's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this?
To the gritty New York State of Mind.
It drops deep as it does in my breath. I never sleep, cause sleep is the cousin of death. Beyond the walls of intelligence, life is defined. I think of crime when I'm in a New York state of mind.
The album almost seems like a collection of tracks. That's how great it is. And it's also Nas's debut album, and that's why it's number 1. As always, show love to the viewers. Thank you for watching. And yeah, stay tuned for the top 10 rap albums of the 2000s.